Oh, I didn't see you there, dude. As you can see, I'm just spending quality time with my wife. We recently got wed. She means the world to me. She's incredible. She's just such a good person. And we met on eHarmony. You know, it was love at first sight. It was meant to be. But anyways, I want to tell you a story about butterflies. Not really about butterflies, but the butterfly effect. Okay? The butterfly effect, the butterfly effect is how one decision or one action completely changes, I guess you could say, quote unquote, a universe or a series of other actions. For instance, if I get up like this, because I got up like this, the next action I do here is different. Versus if I got up on this side, now all the steps that I take here are going to be different. And so you might be a little confused. You might be like, what the hell does that even mean? I'm going to best explain this with a story. It was a summer day. It was late June. I had just gotten back from work and I was pretty tired. I noticed as I was driving home, it was rather cloudy and moist. The air was humid, so I could tell that it was about to rain. So I got home and I was like, damn, like I had these ideas, you know, while I was working. I was like, I wanted to go out, you know, I spent the whole day in this factory. I want to go out and explore the city, make some friends, shoot some videos, and just have a good time. But I was kind of bummed out by the weather. But I had this desire within me was so powerful. I was like, even if it rains, who cares? Let's just take the risk and go anyways. It's like if I want to have like a good time, I have to make it a good time, and I'm not gonna let this rain stop me from having a good time. I'm gonna let it add on to the fun. So I left my home. I walked all the way downtown. Had my little GoPro, just, you know, doing little bits of rants. I had a specific spot I wanted to go to. It was the river. So I'm navigating my way through the city, and as I am, you know, just a couple blocks away from my video location, it was a beautiful spot. Nice river, tons of trees. No one is there, so it's just like this pure, perfect solitude for someone who's like introverted. So I was like, yeah, that's my favorite spot. I'm gonna go there. And as I turn a street to, you know, I'm turning right on a street, and the street's a very long street, okay? And at the end of it, there's a traffic light to cross the road, and then you're basically by the river. And as I'm walking down the street, as soon as I turn the corner, I see two girls, like far, like probably like 500 meters away. And I'm like looking, I'm like, oh my, like, is that a girl down there? That's an attractive girl. I see like long, like slender legs and like black leggings. I see this, like, she looks like white, and she's just like, she looks well dressed. And I'm like, oh my. I could feel these like sensations in my body when I looked at her. I'm like, oh damn, like my heart's like racing, my heart's accelerating, my breathing's changing. I'm like, shit, I gotta talk to this girl. Like I wanna get to know her. So as I'm walking down to the traffic light, she and her friend begin walking, and I'm like, shit. It's also raining at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it had just started raining. And just before that, I was contemplating like just hiding before I saw this chick. But it just started raining, so I see her and her friend walking, and I pretend to pull out an umbrella like this. I'm like, yo guys, come on, I got you. And she starts bolting it. She's like, thank you. And she runs straight towards me, and her friend follows up, and I'm just like, yo, this is what I say. I'm like, yo, you look really elegant. Like, who are you? What's your name? And I introduced myself to her and her friend, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go film. You know, your coffee shop is on, because they're going to get coffee. I'm like, your coffee shop's on the way. Why don't we just walk for like 2 minutes and just have a little chit chat? So, you know, we exchanged some stories. We're just having a little fun walk for like maybe 7 minutes. Like, I think that's how long the interaction lasted. Good old 7 minutes. And we exchanged numbers. And once when I got her number, I was like, this isn't gonna go anywhere. I doubt she's gonna fucking message. I just went to the river, did my thing. Later that evening, she responded. We made plans for getting some tea the following day. And as some of you may know, that was my ex. When we met up that next day, like, we had the fucking most magical date. It was crazy beautiful. Like, we met up by the river, and I took her to my favorite spot. And I was sitting her down, just how we're sitting right now, to do this like kiss routine where I would like make a girl meditate with me, then I tell her to close her eyes, and then I would like spontaneously kiss her. But when I was doing that, like, I brought her to the set. We were having a cool date. We were talking. I brought her to my favorite spot, sat her down. We're meditating, and then it started raining again. It started pouring, like, it was pouring like hard, and I'm like, shit. So I'm getting up and packing up, and then I grab her hand. I'm like, yo, let's make the most of this. That's what I told her, and I pulled her in, and we made out. And we went under like a bridge afterwards while it was pouring. It was like so romantic, and we were just like talking about life. We were just like enjoying each other's company, and yeah, that started like arguably the best relationship I've ever had, and like just an amazing cool girl that I had the pleasure of just getting to know and building an awesome relationship with. And I'm like forever grateful for that experience, man. It changed me, you know. And of course, no relationship's perfect. I'm not here saying that it was like the cornerstone of my life or the purpose of my life, and it was just always just good times. No, it challenged me in many ways, and I learned a lot, and I've made mistakes as well. But dude, if I just did not make that single decision to go out, none of that, like, take that in. That decision to put my foot out of my house created this new like universe opportunity to have a relationship with this chick. Like, mind-blowing. If some single factor changed, like if her and her friend didn't go out, if her friend was like sick, or if her friend didn't motivate her to go out, none of that would have happened. Like, I would not be talking about this with you right now. Like, that decision also created like the opportunity to create this video. So it's so insane, these micro decisions, how it changes your life over time. And really bring that into perspective with your reboot. Your small choices, it may not seem like a big factor, okay? It may not seem like, if I say no to, watching Lena Paul or Veronica Rodriguez or whatever your favorite porn star is, if I say no to that, it doesn't have a big impact, it's just a short little video and it feels really good. Well, you don't understand how that's gonna change the next day and the choices you make the next day. Like, every single choice you make the following day after that relapse is different. Okay, it's going to be completely different, and then that changes the following day, and the following day, and the following day, and the following day. It all builds up over time. Okay, so like, you're literally creating a new story path by saying no. It's like an RPG. So make the right choices, literally. Make the right choices, make the smart choices, take control, play the game like how you would. It's like Oblivion, how boring would it be in Oblivion? You just kept hacking a rock for 10 hours all the time. Like, no, you like to do all these cool adventures. You like to take ownership of your gameplay and live and play it the way you want to. So take ownership over your life. And maybe you've been struggling to take ownership over your impulses and your choices, and you're stuck in this addiction. You got this haze, you got this brain fog that you don't really understand like what's really wrong with you, but something's wrong, and it's very difficult for you to like change because you don't know what to do. I've been there, and if you're in that position right now, I want to give you an opportunity to change. What I've done, I made a 3-part video training series. It's going to be down in the description. It's not going to be up for a very, very long time. I'm going to be taking it down very soon, as I do not want to reward lazy people. So it's up for a very limited time. It's free. I'm not going to charge you a penny for it. And there's people who've gone through the training who've suffered just like me, who've been in a position like how you're in right now, and they're currently getting crazy results. They're breaking their milestones. They're quitting porn. They're leveling up in life in so many avenues in life. So it's just incredible to see that the training is working. This is some of the best material I've ever made. It's 2.5 hours, highly detailed and concentrated content. So check the description. You can get access to the first one very quickly, and I'll promptly send you the following ones. So thank you very much for your time. Butterflies, man. Remember, the choices you make today change your life forever. Peace out.
Pull up in a wave, breaking chains, we insane, yo. I just lost my name from the pain in my brain, yo. I can't feel my bass, I can't feel my face. Changing up my ways, now it's time to switch a lane, yo.
Long nose like Pinocchio, telling lies, dirty odds for show. Spending nights gripping grain, take foe. Selling dimes for the guas that mo.
You've been acting so foolish, call you Peter Pan, cause you drooling like Cupid. You won't understand what it took to get the food dish. Stacking all my bands in my hands, I'm Jewish.
Man, I dip my fucking hands in a fountain. So much fucking water dripping down from a mountain. Mire in a stat like a body, it's astounding. Talk a lot of shit, me and Daniel ain't about it, nah.
I'm never gonna give up, cause my mama never got to act on her own ambitions and to show me how to find my map. I'ma get the treasure with the famine, I'ma bring it back. You can sit and measure while I conjure up a